It's like this, man. Um, how sweet it is. Um, you know, Philly did us a huge favor. And losing this game, well, I would say the Cardinals did us a huge favor in winning that game. Um, and the Cowboys are still alive for they're still alive for the number two seed, which will give us um, two home games. Very, very, very important. And it's important because the Cowboys are 9-0 at home. That's important. That right there is monumental for the Cowboys, for Cowboy fandom to embrace this moment right here because I told everybody that uh, the Eagles were going to drop one of the three that they were playing. They were going to drop one of the three. It started off with the Seahawks, then the Giants, then the Cardinals. So I told everybody that they were going to drop the game against the Cardinals. Um, I wasn't 100% on the Seahawks. I wasn't 100% on the Giants, although Giants was 50-50 because they have to play the Giants twice. But I was sold in on the Cardinals because of how the Cardinals play, number one. And number two, Tyler Murray has no problem at all playing spoiler against said football teams. So this is a very, very, very good moment for the Dallas Cowboys. Um, One, because they haven't been playing too well on the road. They're 3-5 on the road. So um, going up against these Commanders, I feel real, real good. Having seen what I saw today against them in the San Francisco 49ers, although they could have tried to impose their will a little more than what they did, but I'm satisfied and confident to know that the Cowboys are looking real, real good now heading into this postseason, bar any craziness that can take place uh, going into next Sunday's game. And I'm planning on being at that game. I'm telling you, I'm planning. This is a playoff game, playoff atmosphere. I plan on being at that game. So um, we have to do what we have to do, man, to win this game by all means necessary. I tell you, there's a few good games on today that I was watching. The Giants has been playing good ball. I've been telling people that for the longest. The Giants was on a 3-game winning streak up until they lost last week against Philly. They were on a 3-game winning streak, and they were looking pretty good and gave Philly all that they can handle going down to the wire. And so um, the Giants have been playing good ball. They played good ball again tonight against the St. Louis Rams. They played very, very, very good ball. Disciplined, hard football they've been playing. So they have some things to hang their hats on going into the part next season. Um, Also, it's not a cakewalk for uh, Philly going into this Giants game next week. It's not a cakewalk because the Giants has been playing good ball and um, Taylor has been, man, he balled out today. Tyron Taylor has balled out today. So um, the the Eagles dropped another one. Uh, it's going to allow the Cowboys to look even better um, going into this next game, and especially going to the playoffs. We get a first round bye, which is very, very good. We get a first round bye, looking to play whoever. Um, Well, it could be. Well, I'm not gonna say who it could be. Let's just say at home we're gonna play whoever, and let's move this thing to where it needs to be. Let's get to the NFC Championship game. That's where it's headed. And I've been telling people all week, all year, the Cowboys will be in the NFC Championship game, and they will be in the Super Bowl this year to win this thing. And so it's going to be interesting coming down the wire as these Cowboys get momentum, get some momentum heading into um, you know getting into the postseason. So that's something to hang your hat on. That's something to get excited about. That's something to shout over. I made some videos earlier that I just had to take down because that's just not me. You know what I'm saying? It is, but it's not. But at the end of the day, um, we are excited about this video. We're excited about where it's headed. Excited, excited about where it's headed, and we we are looking forward to now this Commanders game where we can probably say, let's hit cruise control. Uh, no, it ain't no. There's no cruise control now. Now you got a game on Sunday, and you got to show up and you got to be ready. It's time to flip the switch now to get them where you should be already in that mindset. Okay, but you know they probably was looking at, well, we probably don't even need to play in this Washington game. Let's just hit cruise control now. No, now you got to win that game. This now a Washington game has become now a must-win game to secure that number two spot to win the NFC East. It is just that clear. It is that important. Um, hey, let's look check around and see what's happening here with everybody else. Let's see. A lot of aggravated people. A lot of aggravated people. Um, let's see what we can find. There's a lot of aggravated people here. Unreal. The change of events is unreal. I don't know what's going on, but we got a lot of buffering going on. A lot of buffering. Nonsense buffering. But again, while this is doing what it does, how about the Cowboys? This thing really aggravates me, man. I have to get rid of some of these notifications, man. It's really aggravating sometimes. But I don't know what's going on here with the. Bear with me 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Let's see what's happening here. See what's happening. Okay. Let's see what Law is talking about. Here we go.
Let me see if I got him right here. And let's see what he said. It might go to commercial, though.
This may sound crazy, but if you're a guy and you're having issues with low T, then you should completely ditch the plastic. Without the
yeah. Issues with low T, ditch the plastic. All right.
Fire everybody, part 2.
Eagles fans are going off.
I'm going to try to keep my cool, first off. But when are we going to realize that we have to fire Nick Sirianni? The coaching staff, they're
Let me
terrible.
put my glasses
Oh
on.
my
Can't
God,
put
they
my hand in.
suck. The players do not want to
All of a
play
sudden,
for
you're gonna have
them.
to fire Nick
They
Sirianni.
don't. It's over.
Y'all 11 and
This
5.
is over. Until we fire these coaches, we are going to suck.
But y'all say
We are
delusional.
going to, well, we're going
We
to
delusional.
suck. We're going to suck. We are going to suck. We're going to suck. We're not going to win a playoff game, okay? We're going to lose to the Giants. We have to fire the coaching staff. Why don't anybody else see it? Until we fire them, the team is going to keep losing.
Hey, man.
Wow, man. I mean, people, but they call us delusional. You're gonna fire the head coach. It's time to fire the head coach. The one that y'all is, that you all were just going head over heels for. You're gonna fire the head coach. Fire. It's unreal. The things that you hear and coming down the wire with some of these fans. Do you know how many teams? Let's go through it. The Arizona Cardinals. No, I'm not gonna do that to my man. That's my man. I'm not gonna do that. But the Arizona Cardinals, the Washington Commanders. I'm just gonna stop at those two. Those are the top worst teams in the league right now. And you think that neither one of them would be happy to be at 11 and 5? Really? You think that those two teams wouldn't want to be at 11 and 5 fighting for a playoff spot? A playoff spot. You don't think? I think that they would definitely want to fight for a playoff spot. Oof. Let's see who else is on. See who else is on. Let's see who else is on. This is going to be funny.
SoGoNow helps kids in under-resourced areas by connecting them with student athletes to serve as mentors. We remove barriers so athletes can help youth in the corners of our communities where light and love are needed most.
I tell you, you can't get around these commercials, man. Yeah, so we want to pick up and see what's happening right now because it seems like the Eagles are now having a meltdown. Seth Joyner is about to lose his mind. Let's see what's going on, man.
All right, it's the Final Hockey Eagles post-game show. Mike Missinelli here with Seth Joyner and Mark Farzetta. It is time for Game Balls, and that's brought to us by the great people at Colony Pools. Check them out online at flywithcolony.com, where you can sign up right now.
We're not going to do that to him. We're not going to do that to him. This is it may be a upset for some people, but it is not an upset for me. One, because I called it, and I knew that we was going to witness the Eagles losing this game. Man, we got some stuff on there. But, it is what it is, man.
The cannabis industry is exploding nationwide, and that's why I created the Master
what you know. I had a conversation with my brother just last night, and I told him, I had a feeling that the Commanders could beat San Francisco, but until I heard who the quarterback was, when he told me that it was Brissett, I then knew that there was no way in hell that the Commanders was going to beat San Francisco. But I still held to my guns with Philadelphia, knowing that they would drop one against the Cardinals. Some of these things, man, are just unbelievable. The pathetic Eagles defense gets hammered. Eagles collapse against Cardinals. Unforgivable Eagles loss versus Cardinals. Oh, God. I mean, you have to come to the understanding that at some point in time, you got to realize this is any given Sunday. Any given Sunday. But I knew this based upon how they were playing. How they were playing was not conducive to good football going into January or February. That's not good football. Just not. And Mark is still buffering. Something is going on with Mark's chat. Mark's chat is just buffering bad. So now we got some fans are saying that the NFL is rigged, and the rules are the rules, man. The rules are the rules, and hey, we've been dealing with Michael Parsons not being not being in the position to get the call from the referees, holding. Dak Prescott not getting calls for being hit late. There was a tripping blatantly that would have ended the game against the Lions. That the Cardinals, not the Cardinals, but the Lions tripped one of our defenders. That would have ended the game. It goes on and on and on and on and on as it relates to the Cowboys and the referee woes. But nobody wanted to hear us. Nobody wanted to hear what we were talking about. And so, hey man, take the good with the bad and you make some lemonade. You make some lemonade. And yeah, man, it's shaping up for us. And that's what a lot of people don't like about Cowboys or Cowboy fans. Jimmy Johnson said last night, especially all the millions of Cowboy haters, they can't stand for the Cowboys to be in the position to take advantage of what is ahead for them. Play good football. All Dallas got to do is get on a 3-game winning streak. Give them a 3-game winning streak. Got this thing, man. You got it. You got it. So, the Eagles lost. The Cardinals gave us a gift, a late Christmas gift. Now it's up for us to go take care of business. Now we're going to go to Commanders and open up our Christmas gifts on the football field. This is what we will have to do heading into next week. And it's time. How about the Cowboys? Let's do it. Let's do it. Now, I'm trying to find out what's going on with Mark. But this live stream is not working properly. Okay, here we go. No? the stream is frozen. I know what's going on with the stream. It's not streaming, but so there's major implications here that have taken place. So since San Francisco won today, San Francisco now has the number one seed. They have, I believe, they have the number one seed locked. They don't have to do anything but just sit back and just play Aaron Hall and God chill. That's all they have to do. Dallas has some more work to do. They got to go out and play Commanders and come away with a win. They got to play the Commanders, come away with a win. Crook. Got to place Dallas in the number 2 seed. Philly will drop all the way to the number 5 seed, which means they will be on the road playing against probably going to Detroit, playing against Detroit, and then the winner of the 6th seed is going to be who's it? Detroit. There are 2 other teams, and it escapes me right now. And in fact, let's look at this. It's better because Mark is incognito. Let's look at the NFC playoff picture. Show me the NFC playoff picture. Let's take a look at this real quick. 2023 playoff picture. Okay. All right, so let's see what we got. I'm interested in the playoff picture for the NFC. Boom. There we go. All right, so as it stands right now, the 49ers are number 1, the Cowboys are number 2, Lions are number 3, Philadelphia is number 5, and those who are in the hunt are going to be the Buccaneers, Rams, and the Seahawks. It's funny because the Saints just beat the Buccaneers, but that is your wild card. So one of them, one of these teams will play, which gives Dallas again 2 games to play at home. 2 games to play at home, which the Cowboys will see. I guess the number 2 seed will see the number 4 seed, and the Eagles will play the number 3 seed. The Rams has the better chance of getting that 6th seed. But that's what we're looking at right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right. It's amazing how one weekend can turn a complete scenario around. This is the 2nd weekend in a row that this thing has flipped. Now, for the Cowboys' sake, let's just continue. Let's go on a 2-game winning streak and take care of the Commanders and solidify this thing once and for all. Let's solidify it. So as it stands, Pitt is playing Seattle. The Rams won, and I think the Buccaneers lost. The Buccaneers lost to New Orleans. So this thing is going to get very, very interesting, and I guess it's just going to depend on the Seahawks game, but it's going to go down to the wire in terms of the complete seeding. But as it relates, let's concentrate on us. We have that number 2 seed, and let's make sure that we continue to hold on to that seed going into the next week playing against the Commanders. I don't know what's going on with Mark's line. Mark's line is completely wacko right now. His line is wacko. So, as I said, Rams are in a better position than anybody at 90 and 89%. They're in a better position than anyone to get that 6th spot. And so it's going to come down to the wire, man. If the Rams can win next week. And they have a tall task. It depends on whether or not San Francisco is going to rest their players or whether they're going to play their players. But they have a tall task next week as they play, I presume, as they get ready to play San Francisco 49ers. Good weekend for the Cowboys. Very good position. Let's get focused. Let's get another win. I don't see any of my other guys online. Mark is definitely incognito. Let's check out my boy and see what he's talking.
When I tell you, it's a thin line between love and hate. Hey, boy.
Yeah.
It's a thin line. It is a thin line between love, between hate. Goodness gracious. You talk about a Saturday night change of events.
Yeah.
You talk about a Sunday with, I gotta tell you, this was probably the best 1 o'clock slate of games that we've had in a long time in the NFL. The best 1 o'clock slate of games that we've had in a long time in the NFL. When I tell you it's a thin line between love and hate, I mean it. And just like that, the Cowboys are now not only front runners and control their destiny for the NFC East. Oh yeah, numbers looking good, man. Not only do they control their destiny for the NFC East, but they control their destiny for the 2 seed.
Absolutely.
So we got to talk about, and I normally very rarely, and listen, I'm gonna say this before I do anything. Actually, let's do this. Let's pay some bills because we're gonna get into some things.
All right, so yeah, man. We're in a real good position, man. I mean, if all jokes aside, we are in a very, very, very good position in this 2 seed. And I'm gonna go back one more time to, the record that the Cowboys have at home. Haven't lost a game at home. They haven't lost a game at home. Okay, Dallas are 9-0 at home. That says something. That says a whole lot about how we play when we're at home. And having this number 2 seed is really going to help them to catapult themselves into the next series, that being the NFC Championship game. The NFC Championship game is paramount. It has been elusive, and we have a lot of work to do to take care of that game.
When I tell you,
So
it's a thin line
I'm trying to get my man live,
between love and hate. Hey,
but
boy,
oh man,
it's a thin.
but we have a lot of work to do.
I gotta tell you,
it's not over
this
with
is
yet,
probably the best 1 o'clock slate of games.
and we got to get this thing going, man.
The best 1 o'clock slate of games that we
Got to get it going. Have to finish strong. Now you got it. Let's finish it. Let's finish it. We went through a whole lot this year. We went through a whole lot trying to deal with all the adversities, penalties, injuries, losing. Nobody's even talking about how we had to shuffle players around. When we lost Trayvon Diggs, we had to shuffle players around. Heck, we came into the league without Ezekiel Elliott, who I still say is the number 1 red zone threat that the Cowboys has had in the past 4 or 5 years. It's been Ezekiel Elliott, the red zone threat. We let that go, and Pollard can't even get in the end zone, so we still have a dilemma there as well. But, and Pollard did not play exceptionally well last night. He didn't play exceptionally well last night. And that's something that needs to be addressed to see how we can get him going. I mean, we got to throw some screens. We got to throw some zero. They'll give him a 0 or something, man, and give him some button hooks or something, man, in the secondary or something, get him going. Give him throw some out the backfield passes at him or something, man, to get him going out there in space. Because Pollard right now, and I'm sure it has to be frustrated. We got a lot of our counterparts that say and get rid of him. I'm not necessarily going to say get rid of him, but we're going to have to use him in a different role. Maybe much like the role that we had him in when we had Zeke. Bring him off, off the sideline, plug him in here and there. Get some pops. I'll offer him, and hey man, and try to get him going that way, because being an every down back, you gotta have a vision. You have to have a vision, man. If you don't have a vision, when the rock gets in your hand, you're just a sitting duck. You are just a sitting duck. And yeah, man, you're going to have to do something to get him going. Got to do something to get him going. I would personally suggest screens out of the backfield passes. Run some sweeps. Do something some pitches, do something, because running in between the tackles is just not his strength. It's not. Getting him out of space is his strength. Make these guys miss, and this is why we call it running backs. I played running back, and, you know. You got scat backs, you got tailbacks, essentially all running backs, but then you got power backs. Ezekiel Elliott is a power back. He's a bell cow. They was trying to turn Tony Pollard, who is a scat back, into a power back. That's just not his DNA. He's a scat back. You know, he makes guys miss. He outruns you. So these are some of the things that I'm not saying we can be perfect going into this thing, but we got to address some issues going into this last game, man. To get the dub, we got to do something. We got to get them going. So, although we are excited about this 2 seed, and we're going to have to apprehend it come next week, for sure. Or we're going to have to try to figure out something. Now, here's what I suggest. Now, I've been saying this for a number of weeks now. Martavius Bryant has to be on pace right now of making his Dallas Cowboys debut. He has to be, got to be ready to make his Cowboys debut. And you put Martavius Bryant on the opposite side on the opposite side of CeeDee Lamb, you're going to have something, man. You're going to have something the defenses don't want. You're going to have something the defenses don't want to see. And I don't want to see Mike McCarthy get this guy and you don't utilize him to stretch the defense, take the top off the defense, to free up CeeDee Lamb one-on-one, or to give Cobb one-on-one matchups, or for that matter, Gallup one-on-one matchups. We need that. We need that. So that's what I pose as a solution to free up, not just to free up CeeDee Lamb on one-on-ones, not just to free up Michael Gallup and Brandon Cobb. That's just not the overall intent. The overall intent is for the Cowboys to get Tony Pollard going. Now, on another note, heading into this is going to be fun.
Does running on the treadmill help boost or kill the metabolism? I just heard the truth from this guy and my mind was blown.
This with crutches and a walking boot. Eagle Nation, prayers in the chat for D. Smitty, the one guy who's trying to get things right for this team. Coaching staff, offensively and defensively, were horrible. We're going to talk about the defense. A.J. Brown refusing to talk by telling him, I'm not talking to you. It is getting spooky. We are falling apart in Philadelphia. Once upon a time, 10-1, now 1-4. Avante Maddox back, and he's getting cooked. Smitty in a walking boot and crutches. Once again, prayers in the chat, and the best way to do that, hit the like for any good juju for Smitty in the playoffs. Are we really talking playoffs now? Subscribe and turn on that notification bell. Again, nothing flash.
It's a lot going on, man, with the fans and a lot of these different teams, man, who have great hopes, such as we do, great hopes for their teams doing well in the playoffs. But we always say if you're not playing good football going into January and February, man, chances are you're just not going to be able to flip the switch and just start playing. You got to start playing good football heading into the playoffs, man, because everybody, and this is another thing about the Lions game, everybody is trying to win. Everybody's trying to scrap. These games now are getting harder and harder to win. You just seen the Giants give the Rams everything they can handle. You see how small of a margin that San Francisco won over the Commanders. It wasn't huge. They didn't blow them out. It was a 17-point victory, but at the end of the day, it was 13-20 at one point in time. So, I mean, you look at it for what it's worth. These guys, man, these teams are really, really playing good football, and they're playing good football at the right time. And everybody is scratching the win. Nobody wants you to make them look like they are scrubs or they don't belong. Everybody is playing. Everybody is playing good football in these games. The Dallas Cowboys now know what they have to do moving forward into this last game. I'm already looking at how are we going to make this work. I'm looking at tickets already for this game. It's going to be a doozy, man. It's going to be a doozy. And as you saw, Washington gave San Francisco everything they can handle. And as I said, they came away with the victory. But at the end of the day, no team is going to lie down. Now we know the Dallas Cowboys, Washington Commanders, eyeing the overall number 2 or number 3 spot going into the draft. We know that. But I'm looking at tickets, man. Tickets are costing, buddy. They are costing something terrible. But we'll see. We'll see. Hey, listen, man. It's been real. We'll come back again. Cincinnati is still hanging in there, but KC is giving them a run for their money. It's been a long weekend with our team. Long weekend. And, but hey, man, these are the breaks. This is what we're up against. This is what we're fighting for. And, yeah. Let's get it, man, in terms of this next level. We got to get it. It's coming. I'm gonna take a quick break. And I'm coming back.
Said she see me in her drink. She wanna go out, let's go have a drink. I told her that I only sip on lean. She said, what do that mean? That mean I only sip on lean. She wanted tea. She know a nigga getting green. Your ass take cremated. Your ass get left on the pavement. Pay a meal with my payment. I heard you wrote a statement. Acting like you don't know that shit blatant. Hold on, nigga, witness to the top about that basement. I'll put your shit adjacent. I run in your crib and leave it vacant. Everything I'm doing.
Coming back, baby.
Everything ain't talking. I hear that.
One time for your mind.
But I don't care. I got my two rich ones.
Two times for shine.
I put my thing on screen.
Let's go.
Some shit I can't explain.
Cowboys.
Sometimes you gotta change. Check it, my pocket change. You know when that I should really focus on what you do.
Cowboys.
Tell me not to say you good. Something you ain't understood. To keep me down. You don't want to act like my own man. That ain't no lie. Yeah,
we got it.
We don't care about what they say. It's really up to we gon' blame.
We got it.
Said she see me in her drink. She wanna go.
I said we got it.
I told her that I only sip on lean. She said, what do that mean? That mean I only sip on
Everybody know it.
She wanted tea.
It is what it is. We got this. Once and for all. Cowboy Nation, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. We got this. Coming back. Second round. Peace. 2 seed.